I'm Patty Ann Brown, and you are in the strategy room. He's back on the main stage. On Thursday night, Chris Christie will be part of the primetime GOP debate on Fox Business Network. In November, during the last debate on our sister station, the New Jersey governor was in the second-tier face-off. So where does Christie stand as we head into the first set of primaries? Joining us now with analysis, Joe Lestingi and Ron Bonjean, both in D.C. Thank you both for joining us.
Thank you.
So the Fox Business Network debate lineup was based on the results of national polls as well as New Hampshire and Iowa. According to a recent Fox News poll, 4% of those surveyed in Iowa, 5% in New Hampshire chose Chris Christie as their 2016 GOP presidential nominee preference. Those are small percentages, but Joe, is Christie on the rise?
I got to be honest with you, I forgot Christie was even a candidate in this race. This is getting ridiculous. He has done a good job. I will say this. His favorable numbers are coming up. But based on my projections, I can't get him into Nevada, which is the fourth state, with more than 2 delegates coming out of this. And this is what is important for the Christie campaign and all these other campaigns on the Republican side to focus on, which is it's not about winning the states, it's about winning delegates. And he is so low in Iowa and so low in South Carolina right now, his only hope is New Hampshire. He's really got to put in a big showing there. If he does not finish second in New Hampshire, he's in some deep trouble.
Well, speaking of a big showing, though, during the last debate, many people said that Christie shined. Ron, how do you think he'll do Thursday?
Well, I think he'll do a very good job at the debate on Thursday. There's no question about it. He's a very good orator. The problem is that his standing in New Hampshire, he's behind John Kasich. And his strategy right now is to be the only governor left standing among these candidates. So he needs to knock out John Kasich in the New Hampshire primary. Because, frankly, he does not have much of an organization in South Carolina, and he has no organization nationally beyond that. So, you know, I think he'll do well at the debate on Thursday, but whether or not that translates into votes in New Hampshire, we'll have to see.
Joe, what would you say is his biggest weakness?
I think his biggest weakness will quickly become money, but right now it's that he is too moderate for this Republican electorate. He has agreed with Democrats too many times in the past. He's pointed out good things about Democrats. He's not what they're looking for. They are looking for the fire and brimstone brand that's coming from Ted Cruz and Trump, or they're looking for these establishment candidates that have these histories like Rubio or Bush, and that's a problem for him. He just doesn't fit in with today's electorate. If he was running in a different year, it could be a totally different story. But for this electorate in a Republican primary, I don't see how he fits with voters.
Ron, he's in the combined poll that Fox Business Network used to come up with their lineup. He's fourth, behind Trump, Cruz, Rubio, and Carson. What does he need to do to move ahead?
Well, he needs to keep focusing on. Well, first of all, I think he needs to hope that somebody really screws up. I mean, you have to have somebody drop the ball, and maybe Jeb Bush takes out Marco Rubio with the amazingly negative ads running against him, and maybe that ends up helping Christie. But, you know, we do have a little bit, there's not much time left, but there's still time left on the clock to maybe move up. It's hard to see. He has put all of his energy into New Hampshire. He's basically ignored Iowa, and this is his last hope. But whether or not he can even knock out John Kasich is hard to say.
Yeah. All right. Ron Bonjean, Joe Lestingi, thank you both so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
And for more on the 2016 presidential race, go to foxnews.com. I'm Patty Ann Brown. Thanks for watching.